Hi, YouTube. I'm not having such a great week, so I didn't feel like doing a video, but my few subscribers, I will not stray from my duties, obligations, whatever. I'm not doing anything right now anyway, might as well, right? But so let's see, there was a request or a message, I think on my channel or something, from JWaltz. JWaltz says, I am very interested in hearing you talk about spirituality. I can read. That word. Lol, not religion, church, preaching, etc., but stuff like, what do you think about beliefs or afterlife, or do we have a soul that powers our mind, that inhabits our brain, or wow, I should have read this ahead of time. Are we just an accident in the universe, a mathematical impossible accident? The happy face with a winky comma or semicolon thing. Do you believe angels exist, or are ghosts real? You seem like someone who thinks logically and objectively, but hey, you're great at talking about things. You could fill up a book of ideas. Well, oh, and then there's a tongue sticking out smiley face with another winky thing. Thank you. Which is funny because I'm a writer, so I hope I'll have a book out there someday. Not about stuff I talk about, but my stories. But anyway. So spiritual. I'm just not going to say that word. I'm religiously. It was my personal beliefs. My mother she loves Sylvia Browne, and I don't know if any of you know who she is, but she's this famous psychic, I guess. She's got lots of books out there. And my mom she's pretty much Jesus to mom in a sense. Not that she's like a fanatic or anything, but like anything she reads from Sylvia Browne, she'll believe. Which I guess is kind of a religion in a sense. She's kind of made her own. But that's what I grew up with. I don't necessarily say I want to believe it, but it is... If someone ever asks me, this is the stuff that first pops into my head. So I guess in a sense, just from the way I raised, this is what I believe in. But she says that one of the biggest things that my mom has constantly reminded me of is there is a heaven, and everybody goes there. There's no hell, no limbo. Like, even if you've done some awful things in your life, you're still going to heaven, because after this life, everything is forgiven. Because all of our souls, like, we are reincarnated, and we go through all these different lifetimes, and it's, as my mom explained it when you're a soul, not alive, you get to actually map out your life and decide if you want to be a criminal, if you want to be a saint, if you want to do crazy shit. I don't know. This is the part where I'm a little skeptical. Basically, we made the decisions we make in our life, we already made as a soul before we were born. And it's just what we want to do or whatever. So I maybe not be explaining it right, but that's what my mom always told me. And everything is forgiven after you die. And you get to see all your loved ones and everything, because we all know each other up in... Actually, apparently heaven's only 3 feet off the ground, according to Sylvia Browne. Which I'd like to believe. I have... Sorry. I have lost a number of people in my life, and the idea of going to heaven and seeing them all again, that's really nice. I like that. Which is why I don't appreciate some people from certain religions saying, you're going to hell if you do this. It's like, well, thanks. Oh, what a nice topic to talk about on, like, the worst week of the summer. Sorry, I'm having such a bad week. And then I started crying. Thank you, JWaltz. No, but, but no, do angels exist? I like to believe that they do. That's definitely another thing my mom really pushes. I keep talking about my mom, but that's because I'm really not sure where I stand on a lot of beliefs. But when I was little, my mom always told me angels are watching over me. And mom has said that there's been some significant times in our life where she's had to make a decision, and she said something about she heard like a ringing in her ears, and she believed it was angels telling her she was making the right decision or something like that. I don't know, maybe she hit her head and her ears are ringing, but I don't know. I like to believe there are angels watching over us. We each have a guardian angel, or maybe we have a whole league of angels that watches over us. I don't know. I like to believe they do. And not because I need the belief to get through the day like some people do, but it's just a nice thing to consider, because as much as we put into our lives because we're living them, there's always the question of what's beyond it, if there is going to be anything, if there isn't, etc., etc. And I guess on some low days I like to think about that kind of thing, but then it's also still kind of depressing at the same time, because then it kind of makes it feel like whatever we're doing right now and everything we're doing in our lives doesn't mean anything because we're going there anyway. I am not going to get depressed. It's okay. It's cool. So yeah, so believing and stuff, I'm not sure entirely where I am on that point, but that's what I've grown up with. This is what my mom has told me and stuff. But as JWaltz pointed out, wait, where is it? You seem like someone who thinks logically and objectively. Yes, actually, I get my high school teachers told me this all the time. I'm a little mix of, I mean, I'm an artist. I do crazy stuff. I like believing in emotions and sometimes get into spiritual mumbo jumbo just to piss off super logical people. But I am a logical thinker, not hardcore, obviously. Like, I'm not like a scientist sort of type, or like, I believe in evolution and science. I actually really like science classes. I liked science classes in high school because I like understanding how things work, and when there's an explanation for how things like in our body operate, all that kind of stuff, I'm totally all for that. When there's people that say God put us on this earth and he made us in this perfect image, I'm like, well, if I was in a perfect image, I wouldn't have so many health problems. So, and if God meant for me to have so many health problems, well, excuse me? Thanks. Not that I'm saying there's no God. I entertain the idea sometimes, but even if there is, we're not, like, we're alone down here. Like, I've never experienced or heard any, like, nobody I know has ever told me that there was some there's some moment in their life where they felt God was watching over them or any of that kind of stuff. It's like, we are here, we are the ones that have the power to make something of our lives. God's not helping. At least I haven't seen any proof of that. So I guess when it comes to believing in things, I like entertaining the idea, but logically, I would like to see some form of proof of it, which I guess is always the problem. I mean, you have to believe, right? But that's definitely something that I struggle with, because I'm halfway in between both, I guess. Which is basically like the story of my life. I'm like halfway between a lot of things, and it kind of sucks. But beliefs of afterlife, or do we have a soul? Yeah, I think we all have a soul, and I think that we all see, like, the same people in our lives that we love and care for. I think we all, if there is reincarnation and stuff, I think we all do see each other again, maybe under different circumstances, maybe in different relationships, but I believe that I like to believe on a low day, maybe, that those people that I miss, that I'll see them again. Are we just an accident in the universe? Well, I don't know. We seem to be the only planet with life, so maybe. When I took astronomy, it was kind of a little depressing when we're talking about the size of the freaking universe and how we have no idea if there's actually life out there. So this is kind of a big topic. This is probably the bad day for me to be tackling this one. I don't know. That's actually very interesting. I'm actually going to think about that. Are we an accident in the universe? I hope not. I mean, that'd be a pretty incredible accident. That's like, I don't know, experimenting with ants and then they evolve into people. I don't know. Just crazy, but I don't know. This is a big topic. Thank you, JWaltz. This is probably not the best time for me to be doing this one, but actually, I don't think I would have done this any better if I was in a better mood, because this is a big topic that I'm honestly not entirely sure of myself. Because I like to believe in psychics and supernatural things, I guess, where it's like things that you can't really logically explain. But then at the same time, I like to know how things work and need proof of it. So I'm probably really not the person to ask. My opinion changes depending on who I'm talking to. I don't know. Yeah. Talk about the most indecisive video ever of my videos. Thank you, JWaltz. That was actually a very good one. I might come back to this and think about it more, but if you have any more specific questions, like specifically about what I talked about today, leave a comment. I'll do another quick video if you like. That's totally cool. So I'm gonna be super busy the next little while. My car would fucking work, and if I didn't have so many people at work that wanted time off, I may not do a video for maybe 2 weeks. Maybe, I don't know. If I find time, I will, but keep the questions coming in, or requests. I'm totally cool with that. And I hope everyone's week is going better than mine.